Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So, do me a favor before we get started. I need for you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Also, check out the pin link below. So, today we're going to talk about the earthquake that happened in Taiwan, and we're going to relate that to the stock market, specifically Nvidia. So, as you know, Nvidia is the number one stock in the stock market right now. So, are you in the stock market? If you're not in the stock market and you would like to know how to invest, go ahead and check out the link below and join the wait list for the investment club. All right. So, Taiwan. Taiwan is very important because they produce a lot of different products. They produce iPhones, computers, they produce cars, washing machines, but mainly they produce semiconductors. So, very important location, Taiwan. So, as you know, they had an earthquake. As you saw in the news, you saw the tilted building that they're showing. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake, strongest in 25 years. So, there's a company that makes a semiconductors called Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, short TSMC. And it is a leading semi, it's a leading chip maker, right? So when it comes to Nvidia, a lot of us perhaps thought that Nvidia is making these chips, right? Well, it just so happens that 90% of these chips are coming from Taiwan, TSMC mainly, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC. So they make 90% of these chips, and these chips are being used by Apple, Qualcomm, Nvidia, and AMD. Don't you find that to be interesting? That they make 90% of these chips. So these chips are located in this one area. So if that one area goes down, these other companies are dependent when it comes to these chips, and it would affect the stock market. So this particular area, Taiwan, is essential for AI. So the chips, they are in all of these, most of these devices that we use. And that's why the chips are so important. They power the cars that we drive, cell phones that we use, military defense weapons, airlines, just to name a few of the things that these chips are powering. So very important. The chips are very important. And then this area, Taiwan, is very important, making 90% of the chips. So, what's going to happen as a result of this earthquake and NVIDIA in particular? So, in NVIDIA, they don't expect any impact on their supply. So, TSMC is their manufacturing partner, and they don't expect to see any impact on their supply. But it is a reminder of what could possibly happen when you have all of these chips being developed in this one area, right? So there was this law that was recently signed into effect. It's called the Chips and Science Act. And the purpose of this law is to diversify where these chips are being made instead of being dependent on Taiwan. So, with the Chips and Science Act, the plan is to invest $200 billion over the next 5 years, and that's to help regain leadership in the semiconductor manufacturing. So just instead of just depending on this one certain location, the plan is to invest $200 billion into helping the US to regain leadership when it comes to making these semiconductor chips. So Taiwan, what is Taiwan's plan? So Taiwan is planning to expand. So they are already, as of yet, making 90% of the chips. Their plan is to have factories expand, and they plan on expanding into Japan. They plan on expanding into Germany. They plan on expanding into the United States. And they plan on expanding into the state of Arizona specifically. So that is what is going on with Taiwan, this big earthquake that hit Taiwan and the stock market. The stock market. So the chips, that's just one component of the stock market. Again, you know not to put all of your eggs in one basket, right? So Nvidia is the leader in the stock market right now. So just goes to show you how things could change. Things could change radically, right? So that's why diversification is so important. But Nvidia, they don't expect to see any fallout as a result of, in spite of what happened with this earthquake. If you're in the stock market, you notice that Nvidia has gone down. Like they usually would just climb up and up and up and up. And if you're in the stock market, you'll notice that it has gone down, right? But with the stock market is normal to have fluctuations, and the end result is up if you stay in it. So the important thing is staying in it, right? And then also knowing that the stock market is not the end all be all, getting into things like real estate and business. So how is your real estate portfolio going? Are you buying property right now? Are you getting your credit together right now? How's that going? And then how is your business venture going? Are you working on your business every day? How's that going? And are you in the stock market? So let me know. Let me know. And so basically, that's all I wanted to say in relation to. So what we do is relate things that's happening in the world and connect it to the stock market because it's all connected. All right. So do me a favor before you leave. I need for you to hit this like button. What that does, it helps other people to see the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like the channel, share it with somebody else or tell someone else about the channel. Also, if you're not in the stock market, look at the link below and join the wait list to get into the investment club. All right. Investing is very, very important, right? So again, before we leave, hit that like button. That supports the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. It helps other people to see the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Share the channel with one other person who may be interested in improving their finances. And then check out the link below. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Hit that like button.